Hi folks, second one for you today. I'm just uploading the previous one, which I've called Rough Ground Oil on MDF panel, 10 by 8, 2mm MDF, stuck to that board temporarily with 4 bits of blue tack. Super stuff for this, so it solved the problem. I never ever thought about using it to do that, and I can take the board off, put it on. I could probably do the same with paper, primed paper. This is gessoed with I used a gesso, white gesso, but mixed some chalk in with it. Just bought another chalk line chalk, £2.95, not cheap really, but it's very, very good stuff. Mixes very well with the gesso, and you don't bother about the other side. This is not going to go anywhere. It's very, very hard, this MDF. It needs to be, because it's so thin. It's used for backing watercolours in frames or photographs. Stiffen it all up. You can paste your paper to it, your paper paintings, because oil. If I paint on oil, using oil on watercolour paper, I will prime both sides. Probably gesso one side and prime the other side with PVA glue. Then it's impervious, I would imagine it's impervious, when it's dry, to be able to stick the other side to a piece of MDF the same size, and it can be framed as an oil. So bear that in mind. I've not done it myself. I've just got stacks, hundreds and hundreds of paintings. I've sold quite a few, but I produce far more than I can sell. So I just pack them. I store them in my loft, above this loft studio, in plastic bags. Really, I don't even know what's in them. My kids will get the benefit of those one day maybe, but I usually, if I was going to frame these can go in ordinary frames without doing anything to them other than a bit of varnish when they're dry. And as a word on varnish for oils, I've only ever used retouch varnish. They say it's temporary. It lifts out the darker colours, like burnt umber, dries very matte, but once it's varnished it lifts out the beauty of it. With acrylics you can varnish those with a bit of dilute PVA glue, a couple of coats, lovely. Dries very quickly, and you can mount them behind glass like a watercolour, or stick them to a board. Right, okay, so what we're going to do, well, I was looking at a lovely TV programme yesterday. It's Mortimer and Whitehouse. Paul Whitehouse is one of the greatest comedy actors that I've ever come across. A brilliant mimic. And he's doing this fishing programme with Mortimer. I don't know much about Mortimer, but Paul Whitehouse was my favourite. But anyway, he's teaching Mortimer to fish, and they're doing fly fishing on the River Usk, up on the Welsh border. I think Welsh border or in Wales. Very beautiful. I'm just going to do an abstract of it from memory, very poor memory. The sun was brilliantly shining on the river. Trees, I'm not going to put the big trees in, I want some sky. So let's start by putting in a sky. So bit of blue. Using plenty of medium, fast drying oil. Cobalt mostly, bit of white. Let that go off a bit. I put a bit of cloud in there. I don't want to keep doing these type of skies with all this lovely blue. I like the more complicated ones. When I say complicated, I mean busy ones. But we're abstracting here, so everything goes. I'll put out a bit more yellow ochre, I think. Yellow ochre. Our dishwasher was just going wrong all of a sudden. And we thought, well, we've only had it about 10 years. We're in the kitchen, we had the kitchen refurbished with new cupboards, and they've been lovely. And my wife looked back over all the warranties, and it was done 22 years ago. So the dishwasher has had a good hammering for 22 years, and it's finally just decided to go wrong. So we'll have to go and get another one. Right, so while I've got that out there, I like a bit of red now. It's a bit of red in with that ochre. Oh gosh, that's too. It's quite rough, this gesso. A bit more white in that. That's mixing with the blue quite nicely. My great inspiration for abstracts, my sort of abstracts, is Jackie Gardner. I love what she does. I don't like all her paintings, obviously, but so many of them I would call abstract impressionism. Sometimes they're thickly disguised. Well, we've got a sort of passable sky there. Let's put a little bit of that very light blue down the bottom here. Okay, then we'll put some trees in there now. Let's just soften that a little bit. Beautiful. Right, now, trees, I'm not bothering too much about form rather than suggestion. So I'll get my bit of yellow in there. A bit of sienna, a bit of red, bit of yellow, a bit of blue. Mix it all in. Don't mix it into one mush. Just keep the colours a bit separate. A bit more blue in that. bank there. The shadow, the trees. Okay, let's get on the other side. Let's do a bit of background. So we'll have the cobalt, bit of red, bit of white. Speed painting. Right, okay, now got that bit a bit darker in the background there, I think. Quiet, isn't there? Okay, let's get some shadow in there. Well, no, let's just put a bit more tree there. Remember, counter change. Right, I'm going to change the brush. If I can have it of a lifetime, and just getting some of that sky colour in the reflection. Nice cup of coffee. Right, some dark reflection in here. Right, clean, clean, clean. And some of that ochre white. Oh, I've got a little bit of blue in there. A cobalt and a bit of white. Reflecting some of that sky in the water here. Just want to get some of that reflection of the distant trees. Just putting these reflections in to make that water look a little bit more realistic. Alright, let's put a bit of impasto on this lot here now. My usual mix. Oh. Right. Okay, right, I'm going to put that in the mouth. I quite like that. I've done it as quick as I can. I think this is speed painting in oil. I'll just paint a couple of pins in this. Okay. A little bit of blue tack. Put a bit of this blue tack on, just to hold it in the mount in the back here. Okay, so there we are. We've got another little abstract based on something I saw on TV. It could be anywhere. It could be my river Wandle. It's a river. It's obvious. So kept the focal point here, third in, third up. Maybe just a little bit more dark on that horizon there. I'll just see if I can get a little palette knife, if I can find one, in the melee. Oh, right, yeah. Bit better. Right, I'm going to leave that. I quite like it. Now, when you clean your knives, now I've used this a lot. It's a razor sharpened edge. Be careful when you put it through your cloth that you don't put it through your fingers. Right, okay. Well, I'm going to let that go. Thanks for looking, and I'll see you soon. All these paintings are on my Facebook page, Dave Usher, so I'll leave a link on the video and some other links, of course. Now, don't forget, I'm on Patreon and I've got a PayPal account. So, hope you like this one. My little impression of the River Usk. Bye bye.